The right how you would know two things that will help you know the right tone. Who is going, like I said, the audience you're trying to attract, you determine how the tone will go and also the platform you're trying to send it to. You cannot use any kind of tone in LinkedIn profile because it's more official, it's more business like. So you have to be like professional. So professional.
I want to do for an book.
Yeah.
You said storytelling
Yeah.
to communicate the message.
Yeah.
Why do you choose that? Why not conventional tone or inspirational tone or another tone or maybe funny tone?
Yes, like I said, when you want to create engaging content, because the idea is that it's not just like I said, it's not just create content, they are more concerned about creating and engaging content. So now, like I said, if you want to know which one works for which one, you must first understand where which platform is it going, who are the people that need to consume this information. So if I want to communicate with a young person, starting with certain matters, I might not speak professionally. There's some things that require me to speak professionally. If I'm speaking with business people, this is my audience. They are business and professional people that I'm creating content for. I cannot be speaking local English or be speaking French. I have to go professional on them. So it starts first of all knowing your audience to know what how I'm going to channel my communication. What kind of tone will I use? Is it going to be inspirational? Is it going to be comic? Is it going to be what audience? What audience are you communicating with? So that's start from the designing phase. And what platform am I entering to? So these two things must put into place first before you start making content. Because that will determine okay, this tune will go for this person, this color will go for this person, and all of those things. But the audience is more important. That people that want to consume. It's not about you. It's not about what you feel like doing. It's about what they want. Do you understand? So that's the idea. So good morning, everybody. We have this the second phase of the class, which is we're looking at the topic. My name is Samuel Aro Jolu again to introduce myself again, and for the next few hours, we'll continue the section of creating engaging content for social media, infographics, and of course, email campaigns. And we've done a brief introduction about all those things, and then we'll move forward. We're moving forward now to the more important sections as we proceed. So overall, we've looked at the role. Okay. So previously, we looked at the role of storytelling. We looked at engaging content and all of that. So we looked at building audience personnel. So we're going to continue from audience personnel, and then we'll move forward from there. So this is where we'll continue now. How to recap? Already.
It's a new set of people. New set of people.
Oh, my head is
Don't mind the people inside here.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's different section, not different, not like different.
Just coming in now.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm supposed to finish all of the slide. I'm supposed to finish all the slide in this section. I'm supposed to finish all the slide in this first section.
Just give them the slide and send it to them.
Okay. So I was supposed to have finished. I didn't get it. So, all right, it's fine. So I'll finish with everybody with this one, and then okay. So this section they will have the opportunity of having the complete slide, complete topic being taken care of, and then the slides will also be available for everybody to digest and all that. So, all right. So we're looking at the topic designing engaging content for social media, infographics, and email campaigns. Designing engaging content for social media, infographics, and email campaign. My name is Samuel Aro Jolu, and I'll be your instructor for today. And then we'll move from there. So we're looking at creating engaging content for engaging content for social media, infographics, and email campaigns. So first of all, we have to create an introduction so we will understand that creating engaging content is very, very, very important in this new phase of this digital world. I'm understanding that creating content is just beyond visuals and all that. Is way beyond that, way beyond visuals. We're trying to create meaningful or craft meaningful connections with people that are relating to your content. So this training focuses on designing impactful content for social media, um, designing impactful content for social media infographics and email campaigns, using storytelling, creativity, and strategy to capture attention and inspire action. So your idea of creating content is so that people can have something like connection with your content. Some people can have this amazing connection with your content. So we're looking at several things that within the scope of this study, and which is okay. Let me. So we're looking at designing, engaging content, social media, infographics, and email campaigns. Sorry. Okay, all right, okay. So we're looking at design and engaging content, social media infographic, and email campaign. Within the scope of this, these are the 6 keywords you must understand. Look at designing, look at engaging, look at content, look at social media, look at infographics, and of course, look at email campaigns. These are the 6 keywords you want to consider because within the scope of this study, designing, engaging, content, social media, infographics, and email campaigns. So first of all, let's look at designing. Designing just means basically this is where the whole thing starts. This is the foundation of your content. This is where the crafting, the arrangement starts. This is where the architectural phase of your content starts. Am I getting properly at the open? Okay. This is where it starts. So here you're bringing your creativity, you're bringing strategies on your visuals and the messages you're trying to pass. So it's like the science and art. You must understand that it's like it's more than just creating content, it's an art and science. You're bringing all those things together when it comes to designing. So if you're looking at this content I want to create, what is it about? Who are the people that are going to listen to it? What people are going to consume my content? How do I communicate with them? Which platform will it go? So here is where you're doing all of the designing. So this is where you do all of those aspects. Now engaging just basically means you're keeping your audience hooked. That is, engaging means you're sparking curiosity. Because you're trying to create content that people can engage with. So you must understand that what does it now mean to create engaging stuff? What does the meaning of that engaging aspect? That is, you want them to be hooked to your content. Because the attention span of people are within just 3 to 5 seconds of them relating with your content. So within 3 to 5 seconds, they cannot actually if they're not hooked, they scroll. And you lost a potential customer or a potential subscriber. So you must understand the aspect of keeping your audience hooked to your content. So because you must spark what we call curiosity, ignite conversations, and also inspire actions while making a content memorable. And so content, we have several forms of content. You have your text, your images, your videos, these are content, these are forms of content which you communicate your idea, the message you're trying to pass. So you text, image. So within the context of this lecture, we're looking at videos, we're looking at images, we're looking at writing skills, as text and all that. So things we're looking at to ensure that you're having an engaging content. So moving forward, social media. So you have several forms of social media. We have like your that's your platform of which your content goes to. So like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, All those things are the platform your content and helps you amplify your voice and build a community. So your social media, of course. And of course, infographics. Infographics is basically uh, simplifying this complex information into dense information. So simplifying the dense information into visually compelling stories, making your data and insight easier to digest. So basically, infographics just means information and graphics. You're taking large volumes of information, and you're breaking it down into simpler information, accompanied with graphics. Instead of using 10 pages, 6 pages that people don't consume at all, just construct them into infographics, and then you still passing the right information around the corner. So those are the things that's what infographics is about. So you're simplifying the complex information, turning it into a visually compelling story using data and insight to make it to digest it properly. And then email campaigns. So email campaigns and also is just for you to pass personalized messages to certain people. Sending personalized messages to certain people via email. So you're trying to build a personal connection and bridge gap between your audience, delivering tailored messages via email that can spark action and loyalty. So the idea about email campaigns is that you're sending emails to certain people. That's why you have what they call email lists. So you'll be teaching you several tools that you can use for these your email campaigns. While you're using MailChimp and all of that to see how you get email lists and how to send personalized email messages to thousands of people. Now sometimes some people when they do what they call maybe they give a lecture and they tell you that if you want to have full access to that lecture or to that write-up, kindly subscribe to this email so we can send you the information. But the idea is that they're trying to get your email so they can have you so they can have you lead their community and consistently send you messages because that's where they can sell their ideas more. So then I see if I come to a lecture like this and then after the lecture, I now go ahead and have people's number so I can communicate to them on a different level. That's now more personal. I can get more results that way. In that way. So that's the idea of email campaigns. So to get more people to be engaged with your content and all that. So now the objective of this study is basically so the objective of this topic is to equip participants with the skills and knowledge and strategies to create engaging content for social media, infographics, and email campaigns. That's the objective. The objective is that participants will be able to learn the skills, the knowledge, and strategies on how to create engaging content for their social media, that is either for Instagram, for YouTube, for Twitter, for X, content for media. So all those things for the social media, the infographics, and of course, email campaigns. So that's the idea. So they will learn the skills required for all of that. And here is the schedule overview. So we're looking at introduction to engaging content design. We're looking at social media content design. We're looking at infographics for effective communication, the email campaign. Because we're meeting 4 times, 4 days, or 4 meetings. On the first one, which is today, we're looking at introduction to engaging content design. Day 2, we're looking at social media content design. Day 3, we're looking at infographics for effective communication. Day 4, we're looking at email campaign design. So that's the 4. So this is the 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. That is the first Friday, which is today. The second Friday, which is next week Friday. The third Friday, which is the upper Friday, and then the next. So next week we look at that social media content designs. The one after is look at infographics for effective communication, and of course the 4th one, email campaign. So looking at all this part about email campaign designs and all that. So that's the idea around it. So moving forward, beginning at today's one, which is introduction to engaging content design. Introduction to engaging content design. And by the end of today, you understand the principle of engaging content design. 2, you identify and analyze audience needs and recognize the effectiveness of various types of content across platforms. So you'd understand all of those things by the end of the day. And then that takes us to the beginning of today's course, which is what is engaging content? Engaging content. So engaging content, as it were, these are content that captures people's attention and prompts action. Because the major thing about engaging content is that you're trying to capture people's attention. You want to get them to look your way. You want to get them to see what you're doing. And not just that, you want to prompt them to take action about what your content is about. So in this space, you're looking at that, and that's what makes an engaging content, because your content is giving people a new perspective about something, about an unexpected laugh, or about a bit of a knowledge about something that they didn't know exists, or about something helpful, something inspiring, something entertaining. So you're trying to your content is trying to address certain things. Maybe about a laugh, about a bit of knowledge, or something helpful and inspiring or entertaining. So that's the idea about engaging content. And your content must be relative, must be clear, must have emotional connection, and of course, strong call to action. Must have all of those things. These are the elements of engaging content. So that you need all those things to be able to create engaging content. And then, within the scope of today, you must understand that I will ask some few questions so you would know which of the engaging contents have you had or come across that actually strike a nerve, that you actually related with in different levels because of one thing or the other in the content. So would go a bit further with this before we go to the next slide, because the whole idea is about we're trying to create engaging content. So before we continue, I have some new people here. We'll have to also know them so we can relate with them properly. We just came in. Good afternoon. What's the name? Oh, good morning. I think my eyes is, yeah. What's the name? Upset. So once again, my name is Samuel Arojulu, and I'm the instructor for today. Madam, please, you get your name. You have to give me Oime. You're welcome. Is there any person here? Okay. So, like I said, this section is going to be as interactive as possible, and then be as engaging as possible. So we'll be sharing ideas, we'll be learning along the line things that we maybe overlooked and the things that we need to engage with at a different level. So we're talking about engaging content. What actually makes a content engaging? What actually makes a content really engaging? Because one way or the other, you come across some content and you were kind of engaging. So I'll be asking you some few questions. What content have you actually come across before and that you find quite engaging? Absolutely. Can you answer? Can you help us there? What content have you come across before that you find quite engaging? I come across any engaging content before that actually you just zoom in. What can you share with us? Why was it quite engaging?
Actually, when this thing, it's because of the things you got into,
Yes.
like the post reviews.
Yes.
It works with, I don't know if it's the algorithm of what you
Yes.
mostly use to. Like mine is maybe anything education,
Okay.
educational content.
Okay.
So That's mostly what pops up on
Yeah.
my feeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this the infographic they use.
Okay.
It will be kind of a bit catchy for you
Yes.
to want to like go into it and see more about
Okay.
the
Okay. So you have contact with some infographics that were quite catchy. I mean, amazing, amazing. Um, Madam, can you share us with us? Have you come across any content at all that was engaging? Can you share with us and why was it engaging? Can you share with us this?
so many like
Just give us one that actually was quite memorable.
creativity behind the anyone that is creativity that is not regular.
Can you remember anyone at all that no, you're always looking forward to seeing the person's content because of one or two things that actually inspires you or draws attention? One thing at all. Yeah. What do you remember anyone that you follow on the social media? Which of the social media? Facebook, you're very close with.
I do
So is there a particular person that you always follow that you remember being the social media space? Yeah, the meeting also.
travels,
Okay. But if you were to create the content, what kind of content would you love to create?
I create content
Okay.
more of mostly drama based.
Okay.
Just a creative side.
That's amazing. All right, so that's cool. So the idea about creating engaging content is very simple. If you want to create content that people have gone beyond the level of creating content just for graphics. They've gone beyond creating content just for how it looks like. People are now creating content to create emotional connection. Now, when people create content, they're looking beyond, they sit down and say, who am I sending this information to, and how do I want it to make them feel? It's about the feeling, it's about the emotional connection. There's some content that will look like they give you certain goosebumps because they relate to you on a different level, or they are addressing certain issues that is personal to you. For that reason, you have to respond to it. So people are now looking beyond they're looking beyond just graphics or videos. They're not looking way beyond that. They are creating content they are creating that create connections that inspire emotions. Because that's the way you can bring people to take actions. When you inspire their emotions, they will take action. Do you understand? And that's why I'm sorry if I'm using this example. It's a religious example. I'm not saying it for the sake, so I'm not apologize for that. I'm not using a religious example. But sometimes it's some of the things that they do in some churches. You know, when it comes to it's an amazing thing to give. You must know how to give sacrificially. It's an amazing thing to do. It comes with a lot of blessings, I must tell you. But like I said during the last previous class, you must learn to make your life be a flow. You must not let your life things stop at your best. You must learn to flow. Nothing should stop at your best. You must learn to when things come to you, it's not just about you, it's about other people that is coming through you. So but then allow things to flow through you. When sometimes some money comes to you, let's share it around too. And just go around, things must tend to flow. The river does not beg to flow. It's supposed to always go and always channel to several tributaries. So must always tend things to flow. So I'm always around you. So but in some churches they always use this they will inspire your emotions to take actions. Take for example during offerings. They'll not just tell you share the offering box around. They will prepare your mind and build your emotions to give. They will tell you stuff like remember remember so person or they will share a personal story of themselves. The last week they saw they gave, and by so doing, God bless them with a car, and they will inspire you to take actions. So content has gone beyond just creating graphics, and that you must build connections with people. So when you build their emotions, they will take actions. Okay, please go ahead. You have questions.
I can remember it. Yeah, I want to give you an example.
Oh yeah, please go ahead, please.
So there's one I follow Chef T on TikTok.
Okay,
So interior decor
Okay.
gives you this she's cooks with chef.
Okay.
But her content is not basically the nature of her
okay,
content. So she's very intentional
okay,
with her cooking
Mm.
because there are so many chefs there.
okay,
So if she chooses her pot sets, she dressed to match her pot sets and
Okay.
her kitchen setting
oh,
when
good
she's
one.
cooking.
Okay,
So she dressed to match her environment and everything. So she's communicating with the colors, not just with the food.
okay,
So she's inspiring your creativity, your color and your environment, creating there's just that piece
Yeah.
that's surrounding you.
Yeah, exactly. See, yeah, beautiful. And that drives me to one important information. There are some designs or some things that you see, the way it brings peace to you, it just makes you calm. It makes you relax. It just because but there are some things that you see, you're already aroused. It makes you a bit chaotic, unsettled. But there's some designs you see, it makes you relax. With that, they're engaging your emotions. So you must see this thing is beyond write-ups, it's beyond designs, it's beyond content. People are striking for your emotions because that was what will determine how you will take actions. I might tell one story different ways, but the other way might make more sense because I'm telling you that if you do this thing, you'll be saving a lot of lives. The way people build connections, build emotions to take when you take actions, you must learn this skill. And that's why at least how we can create an engaging content. Emotional connection is very important. Your message must be clear and relevant. You must have emotional connection. You must build a strong call to action when it comes to engaging content. People think about several, these are the things I'm looking at because this is the genetic part. I'm looking at all those things and how
Can you hear me? I'm not sure. Can you hear us? You can't? You can hear me now? So we are live.
Okay.
Is this my phone? Okay, this is not your phone. Okay, this is your
Yeah.
phone.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back online. So we have two designs here. One A and B. Two designs. Quickly, which of them appeals to you in your first glance? Which would you rather go for? Out of these two designs.
B, A,
B. Okay.
B, A.
A. B. Okay. He said A. Why?
Ways to be creative, to stay creative.
Say again.
Because it's a way to stay creative.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the other one is how to tame a dog, and I'm not
Yeah.
that's a dog type. So I'd rather this.
Okay. Okay. Then, are you going? What would you go for? These two designs. What would you go for? A.
The same.
A. Right. This is A.
Yes.
This is B.
Actually,
Eh?
I prefer it to icon.
Okay. You're looking at the designs now. Not the content now. I'm looking at the design, not the content. Yeah. Which one?
A is better than
Okay. So how many A's do we have? Can we vote? Okay, who is there for A? One. Okay, one person for A. B. One, two, three, four. Okay. We have no B. I think B wins there. Okay. B is actually the correct one. Because you're looking at this, you're not even the content now. Because the idea is this. You want to create an engaging content. That's the context. You want to create an engaging content. And we now created a design that, on the first glance, this is very confusing. It's chaotic. And mind you, it has more important information than B. It has beautiful information than B. That's more compound information than B. But on the first glance, this is not appealing. Brands don't do that. You want to communicate, you don't do that. First of all, you must get people to someone must attract people to your content and then give them the second chance to engage with your content. So this person already in the first glance has lost you because everything is looking so modeled up, this and that. I don't want to. That's you can imagine. He's talking about 29 ways to stay creative, and then he says make a list. Carry a notebook everywhere you go. Try free writing. Create cute beating yourself up. Take breaks. Sing in the shower. Drink coffee. Listen to new music. Be open. These are important information that helps you to be a better person. Self-development. These are beautiful information, but I will not have engaged with it in the first instance because it's chaotic to me. It's too much noise, too much. I don't want to. I don't want. It's too busy. But this young man has kept it simple, even though he's just talking about how to train dogs. But I will look at this one first before I look at this. So that's the idea. So we're looking at creating something. If you want some of us, we have a lot of things to talk about. So many important information, but we don't know how to give it out there. We don't know how to communicate it because we've not learned the skills of creating engaging content. So that's the idea about this whole thing and all that. So you must learn to create engaging content. There are things that you must look at. You must make sure that you hook people and make your very clear and simple, and then they can now go further to engage with your content. So this is the second activity you want us to look at. In the first glance, can you tell us what is wrong with these two information. Where is it? There's an error somewhere, or something was not clearly communicated. Can somebody help us with it? Look closely. Maybe for those that just came in, look closely. Who would you go for? Not pictures now, the whole content. There's something wrong somewhere. Can you spot it? There's something wrong somewhere. Can you spot it? It's a Facebook post, and the idea is that the goal is to be a resource and to drive users to visit their website. They want to drive. The goal of this ad is an ad, a Facebook post, is to show that people come to their website, is to entice visitors to choose Fredericksburg to see the blue bonnet over another town. So they have this special blue bonnet flowers that majorly grows in Fredericksburg. So they want people to come to this town and experience or site visits. So the first wanted to visit their site so they can come to their town and experience this amazing flower you really find anywhere in the world. So, but they're not communicating this information, but there's an error somewhere, and that's what I'm saying. Can we spot which one is better presented or less presented? Is it option A or option B? Option B, better presented. Okay. Another person. Mr. Jude, right? Uche. All right. New office. What would you go for? Or can you spot the error? Which one is better? You can see where the error is coming from. Man, are you with us, man? Yeah, which one would you go for? Which one? Can you spot the error and what is wrong? When we're looking at engaging content, something is wrong and make it difficult for anybody to engage with one of these contents. Something is wrong in one of them, and then for that reason, it will be difficult for somebody to engage with either one of these contents. What could be wrong? Can you spot it? Do you want to try it? Just give it a try. Try. B, right? B is better. A is better. Okay. Where's the church? You don't know. Let me just cut the cheese. Now the idea is this. You said the goal of the content is that you want to be a resource to drive users to your website. The idea is that you want to drive users to your website, encouraging visitors to come to your town. Right? And you did a Facebook post on it. And here you said, see our live map to where blue bonnets are blooming strongly. Yeah, you also said, be sure to visit our website for a live map of where blue bonnets are blooming strongest. Now, you did not give them a link to your website. You told them to visit your website, but no link to your website. So the call to action is not there. That was the issue. But here, the call to action is there. With a click here to take them to the site. So when you're creating a video call, you must give a call CTA, call to action. Don't just create content. I've consumed your content. What should I do with it? Tell me, okay, like, share, and comment. That's what they'll tell you. You'll see them when they're creating with YouTube. They'll tell you, subscribe here, press this button. They will tell you where to click, what to do. Share, they'll tell you share, like, and comment. Share, like, and comment. Because they understand that they don't want to stress you. All you just need to do, people don't want stress. I can click a button and I'm at home. I'm good to go. I mean, people don't want anything that will give them stress. So if you are creating content, you must also look in that direction. You must do a call to action that's easy for you to access or interact with your content. So a call to action is very important. So this person has created a call to action. With this click now, it directly links you to their website. So moving forward. Okay, yeah. And that takes us to the next slide, which is the role of storytelling. The role of storytelling. This is one of the major important parts of your content. One of the major important parts of your content is storytelling. Don't forget initially I said, if you want to create a content, you must learn to build connections, emotional connection with your audience. You must learn to build emotional connection with your audience. And the best way to do that initially is towards the word of storytelling. You cannot play away this thing. Now, I'm going to give you a real example. I'm going to also share personal examples, right, to help us with this this concept. Can I get any item at home in the house? Can I get any item? Or any item? Let's just take an example. Anything at all. Like you can sell. Okay. Airport. Okay. The last class we used a textbook. There's no spark. So this time, we're going to use an airport. I want to sell this airport. I want to create the content to sell this airport. I want to use the concept of storytelling. Now, I'll ask you, which one would you go for? I'm going to give you two options. What's the name, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this is I want to sell you this airport. So my first option is this. I have this airport. It is black. It can make you hear. You can use your phone wireless and all that. When you are playing music, you're watching, you're doing things, and connected to you, playing music and all that. It's black, and then you can charge it things. It's an amazing one, and then you can do a lot of things with it. You can carry it around you, you can put it in your purse, your bag, and all that, and then it's an amazing tool to have. One thing. When I came to you and said, after set time, I lost the mic. And then something really bad happened. On the way to the hospital, we went to the doctor. And then the doctor came, they brought my dad to the theater. On getting to the theater, there was a particular operation they were supposed to do. It's supposed to be a particular operation, but the doctor in charge was not a specialty in it. And there was only one way he could communicate with the senior colleague that would actually administer that the social. And then the only way was to use an airport because no wireless or any form of electrical dispatchers were allowed to keep the social. Only airports were allowed. But we did not have a airport to actually administer this thing. For that reason, we were able to communicate with the senior colleague in that. So we do about this thing and prevent any unforeseen situation that will happen. Or would you just ignore this thing and say it? In that way, I've told the story, you have put an emotional attention. You will most likely buy this airport that is telling you that it's black, it's this, and that. The idea of it is that you're creating an emotional story. It's easier for you to sell something because you're giving history around. You must learn to create stories around what you're selling. Because the idea is that you're building an emotional connection with people and you move them to take actions. Don't just come and tell me, this one is this one is that. No, people are kind of hearing stories. They're kind of hearing these are these things, but let me show you it's true. That's why people, when you post their site, they will do what they call testimonials. You don't joke with testimonials. You want to hear the story of someone that abused you. Don't tell me someone this thing, they cure this thing, they cure jelly. No, give me testimonials. If you see people that are selling clothes, you put several people's testimonials about their engagement with your products. Because that's what you build connections and say, okay, yes, this is true. Tell stories with your content. You must learn the art of telling stories. That's how you engage people to move towards your content. You must tell stories. Testimonials are one of them. And then please send me your testimonials, send me your stories of how you engaged. And I saw one yesterday, something. Christian is this queen of babies. They told mothers that come. Can you share your stories of how you were using our products? And how you got them, how you made it feel and all that. And people were saying stories and made them ambassadors for QSON. So because that's the thing that will move another person to buy their clothes. You must walk around storytelling because the idea of it is that you are trying to build emotional connection, but with a clear narrative and a relatable character. So the only thing we're looking at is how to create engaging content. That's the idea. We're trying to create engaging. So we understand the role of storytelling. You must know how to tell stories about your content. Don't just sell content. And that's what Coca-Cola does. That's what Coca-Cola does. That's what Dove does. That's what Nike does. I went to check all of Nike's adverts, and I didn't hear them talk about their products, not for us. Now one day, I did not sell any shoes again. I did not sell any clothes again. I did not sell any sportswears again. They never for once talk about their products. They only telling stories of people preparing their products, and they just do some amazing videos, adverts, not for what. They just after they finish telling the story, they just put their logo, Nike. All they do is sell inspirational stories. And at the end of the advert, they just put Nike. That's what they do. And they are selling millions of millions of millions. If you are finding difficult to create a video content, ask me to your comments and you see how far it is. That's one key element that you cannot overlook. Who wants this? Okay, before I take it to. All right. So these are the things that you must look at. And so before we continue, I think I have one example of that. We all know of Mr. Bean. I think okay. So we all know of Mr. Bean. He did something related to that. It was doing advert for sneakers. And we'll just look at it quickly, and you see how they use storytelling to tell certain stories about their products. And that's what product. If you want to do anything now, even about your services or your products, tell stories with it, and you see how far it will go. So let's quickly look at that. Excellent. Okay, great. One second, please. Next one. Okay. All right. Okay, lights coming up. So the idea is you will see how they are using stories to sell their products. They are using content to sell their products, but they are using stories to engage them. So we're going to just take a little example of that so you understand how it works. So it's coming up. It's coming up. Too brief and poor. It's too poor. It's too poor here. All right, so I've blocked us. Okay, thing is coming up. All right, so let's just look at this video. All right. So you'll see quickly that they didn't even in the advert they didn't even talk about sneakers. They didn't say it contains some yummy coconut made from so kinikon. They didn't do all of those things because all they basically did was to tell a story. Because that was the major thing that would actually build emotional connection. Okay, can we go back to so because they understood that that is the major way to capture people. They tell stories. So this advert becomes more memorable. You can remember this advert more than they told you that it was this and that. This one will stick closer to your brain. If I ask you next week, you will still remember the story. I can bet it. You remember the story, but I still ask you next week. Because they were telling the story and it was clear, the information was clear that when you are hungry, you eat sneakers, you will perform better. That's the message. When you are hungry, you eat sneakers and you will perform better. That's the message. And they used a video to tell the story. So you must employ storytelling skill in your in building in building content. All right, so we have one other person there. You have to introduce yourself also because I'll start asking some few questions before we go to this important aspect, which is understanding your audience. So, please, can we get to know you more? But you can sit, just want to get to know you. Second, I mean, that's one right there. So, what do you prefer to call you? What would you prefer we call you? Second, Larry. Okay, great. You're welcome. Once again, I'm Sam. Okay. Nice to meet you. All right. So, we're looking at engaging content, and we're looking at the aspect of using storytelling. We're looking at the aspect of things that you need to put in place to be able to create content. And so, I'm going to be asking you a few questions now, which is, are you creating? I'm going to be asking every person here. Are you creating any content at all right now? If you're not creating content, what kind of content would you want to create or would you purpose it? So I'll start with you. I want to start with you because this is I like going to the right. So I'm starting from the right. Yeah. Okay.
Activity in my head, content tries to reinforce, we engage some group of people to enjoy. So it's just a really good content. We made it in a situation whereby among the friends, so they're like one person was seeing it, how to have access to it. So it was like in a rush to get up and go and get them. Among the friends, none of them was haven't you had a piece of this? So why not? You should just experience the service now. It's very, very fast. Then two of the friends said, that will take a long process. But you just want to program it. So the two of them left. Then the others really that the other friend got there very fast. Before the other two people came back, they are going like, are you understand why are you
How about you? Do you create content or what kind of content would you, even if you're not creating content right now, what kind of content would you want to create? What would be the purpose? What
the kind of content I would like to create has fallen like it's for up to 18 times like this year, and the price of diesel going up, price of fuel going up, and then I want to where people using solar are enjoying no disturbance, just because of the standings
Yeah.
at the moment. That's to show you that solar is more reliable than using electricity. Using your generator, even after electricity, every day we keep on saying that the grid has collapsed. Therefore, your fuel and the diesel, the price keep escalating.
Yeah.
So I want to create that and show you that this solar is more reliable.
So looking at its content on renewable and alternative energy. Yeah. Well, yeah, we do. You're not crazy, but I woke up and really thinking my just to say sort of say again. You get the red right. Yeah. Say again. Yeah, you get it. Yeah. That's amazing. So health as regards to maternal care and antenatal care. Amazing. So these are amazing content that people can create because the idea is that you're passing information, you're sending a message, you're trying to let people know what they probably do not know. And these are one of the things that I've learned several times working with several NGOs, and they want to communicate some of their activities, they want to communicate, especially for the health NGOs. There are a lot of things that information that the World Organization is estimating to them in the northern space and all that. They want to communicate it to different people in the northern sphere. So they have sometimes they have language barrier, they have location barrier, a lot of things come to and so we have to sit and say how do we communicate this so that the right people can get the right people and they can engage with it and can have the right impact. So this is the thing. So you might have the best ideas, but communicating is very important. And you must also create a way that you can engage people. So yes, so these are the things that we have to look at and say, okay, this is how to create engaging content and also get the right people. So that's the idea. That's why we're looking at the introduction part, and then with that we'll pick it up. So that's amazing suggestion, amazing content from people. And then we're we're moving to the next phase, which is understanding your audience. This was around here we stopped from last. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. So we need to pick it up. All right, so we're looking at understanding your audience. You cannot create a content without knowing who is going to consume your content. You cannot sew a dada for a young boy, or you do a streetwear for an elderly person. Right? You cannot actually buy it. You must know who your contents are for. You must know your audience. Who is going to consume this content? Because that's what will guide your production level, your designing. That's what's going to guide it. You want to talk about children. You want to create content about children, about the health of children. So you must know, okay, who is going to consume this information? You must look at their mothers. You're looking at mothers. So you are giving it to their father. Fathers are not really emotional inclined when it comes to children. Women are more. In fact, good women. I've seen some women that are actually very crazy. But most women will be endeared to their children. Even I've seen mad women that are on the street, they still recognize their children and are still moved by emotion when they see them. They still will behave when they see their children. I've seen a video of that a mad woman. But when she saw a child, she was still moved. She was a calmness, she was behaving a bit better. So women have that strong. Men also love their children, but they don't have that emotional capacity to really express it. But they love them so much. But that emotional capacity to show it really is not really there because we always like to show much and all that. So yeah, please. Oh, so my movement is limited. Okay, this is difficult too. Hey, I like to walk around. Okay, we try. So So you must understand your audience. You must know who you are sending your content to. That's what will make your content engaging. You cannot send the right information to the wrong people. They won't appreciate it, one. And then they won't respond to you, they won't engage with it. Because it's not appealing to them. So if you are talking about relationship, if you're talking about maybe breakups, someone that has not experienced breakup before, you're talking to me about breakup, how to come out from breakups. It's like, what are you saying? Because they don't experience breakup, but some that don't chop breakfast, wait, they are chop breakfast first time, second time, third time, and you're talking about breakfast, he will listen to you because they don't want to eat breakfast the fourth time. But someone that's never doesn't understand breakup, it's like from secondary school to marriage, straight to from university, doesn't understand. His first relationship get to marriage, doesn't understand breakup, might not really engage in your content. You understand? So you must know who wants to consume my information. This information I'm planning to create, who am I planning to give it to? Who is my target audience? So that what will determine if the way you will structure it, the way you will arrange it, the way you will create it. They should be within this demography. What should be their age range? What should be their educational level? If you're going to talk too much grammar you are doing a content, and then for children and you're speaking too much grammar, you've lost them. You must understand what the range, what's their educational level, their educational background. All those things must come into play. That's what we call the audience persona. Don't create a content without an audience persona. I'm going to show you a template of what an audience persona looks like. So when you do all those things, that guides your content, and then you're able to create the right content for the right people and engaging manner. So looking at understanding your audience personal templates. So you must understand. So if you want to create a content now, this is an audience personal template. So you must understand what the basic information you want about them. Their name, not really about their name, but their age. Some basic information about them, gender, the age, the gender, all those things. You want to know those basic information. Their age, their gender, their location, their occupation, their industry, their education level. You want to know, okay, this content I'm about to create. Can we give us an example? So we can create can you give us an example about a content at all? And let's create a personal for them so that we can be on the same page. Can we just create an example? Just give an example of any content. And let's walk around this personal and see how you can direct them. Can we do? Okay, go ahead.
How to manage blood pressure, high blood pressure.
How to manage high blood pressure. So you want to create a content about how to manage high blood pressure. Like I said, you need to create an audience persona. So let's work with this template. How to create how to manage blood pressure. The first question you ask yourself is, what are people that have blood pressure the most? I think, is it male or female? Male, right? So now let's look at me, because those people waiting their head, don't be small. You think about wife, children, work, yes, age. Once look at their age, what age range will we look at for people that have blood pressure? What are the people that are prone to that high blood pressure? 40 to 70. Beautiful. So you're looking at that age. You talk about gender. So you write out, okay, male, gender within 40 and 60. Location, where should it be? You have more because Lagos is crazy. Lagos, everybody get high blood pressure for Lagos. Because Lagos is one of normal people. So if you target Lagos, you get more sales because everybody is not okay. But which everybody is relaxed. They wake up 9 a.m. and all that. But in Lagos, no, you wake up 4 a.m. I was in Lagos last week. By 4 a.m., 9 a.m., train everywhere. I say, I'm going to sleep. 12 a.m., everybody is still like it's daylight. Here in Abuja, you are going up by 11, 9, by 9, 10, it's like, is there coffee? But in Lagos, 12, everybody, woman that is selling plantain, says that akara is still on this girl. He's still selling akara by 12 a.m., 12, 11, he's still selling akara. Everybody is still busy. So high blood pressure everywhere. So you must look at, okay, this thing I want to, this content, look at quotation, location, What might you sell? Occupation. What should the occupation look like? What should they be involved in? High blood pressure people, people that maybe career people, don't look at all those things. They have a lot of workload, they are handling a lot of businesses, all those things. You look at all those things because when you start calling all those things, you now direct you to help you to create the right content. Once look at their education level, once look at all those things, their interests and hobbies. What are the things that interest them? Their digital behavior, their purchasing behavior. These are the things that you look at. You also look at the pain point. That pain point is about the challenges or problems the audience faces that are content of product that a product can solve. So now you're creating a content about high blood pressure. Now, the question is this: what is the purpose of the content you're creating about that high blood pressure? Is that they should buy a product that cures high blood pressure, or is it having tip on how to reduce high blood pressure? You must know what's the goal of it. You don't just say, I want to do a video on high blood pressure to prevent high blood pressure. What is their call to action? Okay, I want to sell this product that can help them monitor their high blood pressure. Or these are the preventive measures that they can do to prevent them from high blood pressure. So you must know all those things because you must know that's where your pain points come, because all these things must be embedded in your content. The pain point, the solution the problem you're trying to solve, and why it is, the challenges or problem that person is facing. Because that's how you now direct, that's what will now come together to create that content. So you don't just go and say, okay, and you come here, no, don't do that. That goes, so all those things are what you now know, okay, this content I have it, should I make it like a video or a graphics image or just a text, or how should it go? All those things happen in the development phase, but you need to create an audience persona first. You now say, okay, which tone should I use? Should I use an elderly man's tone, or a baby tone, or a casual tone, a professional tone? Because when you look at all this, your age, gender, location, occupation, interest, hobby, look at all those things. I want to address elderly people. I don't feel they use broken anyhow. I need to speak in a polite manner, so that I can actually attract them and engage them. You want to speak to young people, I need to use some slangs, because you want to use too much English, Baba, come on there. School. You don't want to get all those too much English. You go give them waiting they saw. They use all those their language. So you must know what to communicate, what people are communicating with. If you do not get these things right, you've lost potential customers. You must first target the right audience. You must understand your audience. Who is going to consume my information? Who are people that will engage with? What's their age range, their gender? All those things you must look at. And then you create a template. Okay. So that will not guide you in the construction phase. Should I use a video? Should it be a short form, 1 minute? Because if you are doing video for young people, 2 minutes is too much. 3 minutes is too much. Capture them within a minute. They don't like long forms. So they said maybe you are doing an educational content. All those things you want to look at. So you must tie all these things when you want to create engaging content. So when you understand your audience persona, you create templates. Okay, yeah. Okay, all right. So this works. Let's create this way. It works. So that's aspect of understanding your audience persona. You must create a template. This is just an example. Age, the fiction, you must understand all those things. And then with that, when you want to do a thought bag, you don't create a thought bag for old woman. It's for young Gen Zs that maybe in the school system and all that. That's what works for them. So you want to create some kind of shoe. If you go to sneakers, most people don't wear sneakers. They like to wear all those corporate shoes everywhere. You go to give old man sneakers, all those sneakers, you need to wear them. It's not comfortable with it. So you must understand who is going to buy your product, who are you directing your audience, who are your audience, who is engaging with your content, who is engaging your services, your products. You need to know. And that's how you make the right thing. Just as if you are selling umbrella in the dry season, everywhere is hot now, you're selling umbrella. It might work because it's cold. Or you are selling sweater now when everywhere is hot. The sun is crazy, over how many degrees. So you are now selling sweater. You don't buy it now. But it's as if it was a few months ago now, and you are selling sweater. You rush it because you're channeling it to the right people. And by so doing, you're saving yourself a lot of stress and you're getting the right people. Say again. Yes, related to your location, also related to the weather and the season. Right now, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right now, in some part of the north is very cold. But right now in Abuja is what? It's hot. It's not right now. So your demography matters, your the season also matters because you need to look at all those things. Right now in some part of the north, it's still very cold. So if you are still selling meat there, maybe you are selling it before in Abuja, you carry your load about, you know they sell again for Abuja, but go north where it's cold now. Go and start selling it there. But for here now, you know, go to sell it. So you need to look at all those things together and all that. And then we're moving to analysis, tools for audience analysis. Now, not let anybody fool you. Data is the new gold. Data. Data is very important. Before you do anything, you need to have data about what you want to do. Data is very important. There's hardly anything you want to do, you must consult some data about it. You want to start selling certain things. Data is very important. Who are the people that are searched about this content? What is the response of people? How are people receptive to these certain things? How did they perceive it? How did it work? All those things, you must do what they call analysis of your audience. And these are the tools that you can use: Google Trends, survey and polls, some social media analytics, and all that. Maybe if there's internet now, maybe it's Google, we can just try an aspect of Google Trends so that we can see how Google Trend works. Just an example, because you must understand, you must have data about who you are selling these things to, have information about them. Google Trends is one of the most beautiful ones that you can use. It gives you data about what you're trying to go into. You want to sell shoes, you want to do whatever, you want to go into certain topics. Put it in the Google Trend. It will tell you how people have been engaging with this thing, how many people have asked about it, how many people have researched about this, what is their take, what's the female. It will give you all of those demographics to now help you to know how to target your audience. Maybe with the, can we come up with the internet to be?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. With that. With that. Hello, 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, so yes. I'm going to end this one. I'm going
So this is where you get your data, your analytics, and all that. My requirement to sign in. I want to sign in. So can we? Which language is it? Okay. All right. Can we just choose any topic at all? Can we try? Can we choose?
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh.
Can we come up with any topic at all so that we can just put it on Google Trend and see how it really works with Google Trend? So you can get some data about your target audience and all that to help you. Can we just come up with anything? Research it and see what comes up.
It is on. Everything is on. Microphone access. I don't know why suddenly the voice disappeared. Take your time, though.
Yes. Can you hear me? Online people, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, online people? Are we there? Can you hear online people? Online people, can you hear us? Please, we have a long way to go. Can you hear us? Okay, we're good to go. All right, so we're looking at the Google Trend. You might need to stay working with Google Trend to get. Let's just go with any topic. Alternative renewable energy. Okay. Have anyone used the Google Trend before? You tried it for any of your research or the work? Okay. Is it? Yeah. Answer the public, yeah. Yeah. Network is somehow low here, but it's not bringing out the data. Loading here. Okay. Let's just reload the page. Let's see. Still the same. Network is terrible. But yeah, it's okay. So, but I just wanted to show you quickly the Google Trends so that we could just put in any topic. You see how it works. It will give you several data. It will give you the location, the demography, to give you the gender, their reception by gender, by demography, several parameters. It will give you all this information. So that will guide you on how to create content, targeting those certain people. So it's very important. So when you go to your better network, you can try that. So you just go to Google Trend, put the information, you tell me you're trying to research on the topic and all that. Put it there to give you guide you as to how to direct or target the right people, the right question. Okay. Any question before we go ahead, please? Any question? Which one? Yes, now for either for Instagram, Facebook, they have analytics for it, so you can go through and straight. We can give you more. Yes,
YouTube analytics.
yes, the should be, yeah. So they have, all of them have Instagram have Instagram analytics, Facebook analytics, YouTube analytics. They have their own analytics. You can easily go to and get certain information about specific to that app, how you respond to certain information about that. So how do we minimize? I want to cancel this thing. So help us out here, please. I want to, this thing has to go. It's distracting me. I'll take this on so that you can be able to view the screen properly. These three, yeah. No one to close it because I don't know. Why is it not minimizing? Okay. All right, so now we'll have to look at now the core principles of engaging content. And it's like we're not getting closer to the real deal now. Because there are other things we do, we're just trying to build psychology of all of the things we're trying to do. Now we're going to find three content. We're looking at the core principles of engaging content. Take notes. If you want to create content, I beg you, make your content simple. I know you have a lot of information to pass, but make your content simple. Let it be simple. Let your information be simple. Let it be clear. Let it be visually and textually appealing. Sometimes you see somebody they do videos and you cannot even see what it is. So blurry, it's shaking. It's not appealing. Amazing videos that are passing quality information, but because it's visually and textually not appealing, it's less keep it simple. Make it visually and textually appealing. Let's have emotional triggers. Trigger people's emotion. You want to create content, trigger people's emotion. You're giving people's emotion, trigger them. That's what means action. Overall, trigger their emotions. So when you want to create, these are the core principles. It must be simple, visually and textually appealing. You must have emotional triggers. Emotional triggers. Let's just do a graphics of one, just as an example. We have two designs here. Mind you, these two designs they are saying almost the same thing. They are saying almost the same thing. But one is simple, one is visually appealing, and that's emotional trigger. Which one would you go for? The one on the right. This one. They're talking about comedy show now. He said it's a stand-up comedy show. Yeah, the time, blah, 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 blah. That's what it's saying. So many information. Color riot, yellow, red, blue, white, black, white, time, So this one, people cannot engage with your content. You cannot engage with this content because the broken is not pictured happening. Everything is wrong. Too noisy, but this is very simple. This is what we want. Everybody understands that this is what the information simple. The information are not needed in your right. You don't need them. Take it out. No, you can't extend anything. Take it out. Let me visit your site to get more information. Let's go to your site. So you take out all your necessary noise and take it out. But keep it simple. Colors must, they are what we call color palette. So you must have a color palette for the design. That's why each brand, every brand have what we call their color brand. MTN colors be yellow. Zenith Bank colors be red and white. Because that's what we see on the design. Because we that colors have emotional relationship. So we want to design have a color palette. If you see you see this presentation so far, I've been following a particular color. I've not, if you see this PowerPoint, I've stick to a particular, if you have been paying attention, I'm using a unique color description. I'm not using it because it means something that you've lost people. They're not coming, they're not engaging with your content anymore. And that's when you pay attention. All the content you see, just red, black, I knew it was intentional. White background, you must make your content that easy to relate to. It must not be too noisy. Your content must breathe. Your content must breathe. Don't create noisy stuff and all that. Keep it simple. Simple. Then let it be engaging. Keep it simple. Let it be engaging. Keep it simple. Let it be engaging. Let me see how much time. So I know how fast I need to move. Okay. Second. Okay. All right. So that's the idea. You must create your content to be engaging. And then one of the mediums that you can use is actually move to all right. So one of the tools that you can use, the major tool if you want to create content is Canva. Canva is one of the ones I found. There are several others. You can also implement some AI tools too. Some AI tools are doing an amazing job. But when it comes to the marketplace for all content is Canva. Marketplace for, I don't know, maybe you have another one, maybe, I don't know, you can help us. You have another one that beats Canva. Canva is the most important, though it uses internet and then all that, but it's where you have most of you can create several contents from there. You understand? So Canva is the marketplace, but like I said, even if you have the best tool, if you don't understand the idea and the psychology of designing and creating content that engages people, you still do rubbish. Even despite having the right tool, you still create rubbish. You still mix it up. You still make a lot of jargons and errors because you're not creating content. You don't understand the psychology around it. So keep it simple, make it visually appealing, and then you are good to go. So because if you're talking about content now, you need to look at the platforms that will be accommodating your content. The platforms that will be accommodating your content. So for that reason, we'll be looking at the social media content. We look at Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, several other social media space, and then what works for them. You can use the same content for all the platforms. It's not all content that will work for YouTube. Not all content works for Facebook. Not all content works. No, you can't do one content for all platforms. First of all, their size dimensions are different. The audience are different. The audience that you find in TikTok is different from the audience that you find in YouTube. The audience that you find in YouTube is different from the audience that you find in Instagram. The one that you find in Instagram is different from the one that you find in Twitter. I said that people that are Twitter, they are mad people because you talk anyhow, you stay anyhow. Those people, they don't get job. So you need to know who the audience are. You understand? So you must understand which social media you're relating with and what works for each of them, because that's what will determine if they are going to be engaging or not. So all those things we are going to look at, and then the infographics, so that the benefit and best practices and why email marketing works. So I'm going to show you. So we're going to dwell on this a bit. So we're going to zoom in on it. We're going to zoom in a bit. Okay, the code is getting much. Okay. So because we are not able to see, can we see clearly? Come, let me zoom it back. Can we see? Okay, good. All right. So we have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have X, we have LinkedIn. This is TikTok. This is Snapchat. The major ones that we have in terms of social media platforms. So understand that what people in this space and what works for them. Because for Facebook, you might be looking at this is not entirely correct. The people that you find in the service from 25 to 20, it's not entirely correct, because from my own experience, Facebook, you find what that is Facebook. You want to capture your people, don't go to Facebook. You lost them. You won't find them there. We started with Facebook, but then you moved to the new one, Instagram and TikTok. You won't find young people. So maybe you want to sell all those high blood pressure drugs, you can send them on Facebook. You have more people there and all that. So you must understand what works for each of the social media content. So, and then the content that you work, the photos that links, information on live video, live stream works better there. You want photos that have links. You want to put pictures that you can easily link them to maybe a website. Facebook is your best bet. Because the way it captures your ad or whatever content, and can easily put link and you can directly. Facebook is good with that. And then Facebook has more organic reach. Like you can easily, let me use this line, you can easily get more reach from people because the psychology of people in different platforms matters. For Facebook, their psychology is not very strong. Like they are not really up to date. That they are not really, I don't know how to put it, but then they consume content more. If I post on Instagram and I post on Facebook, I'll have more views on Facebook than on Instagram. But the people that are connecting to it are not actually the people that are strong that are actually sound and all that. People and all that. So you need to understand local content and who will buy it more. So for Facebook, yes, it's good for local marketing. You have more local content. You need more on Facebook for advertising and relationship and big organic reach. Then for YouTube have between 18 and 25 years, 26 and 35, but most to also the elderly ones to 35 to 60 and all that. Yes, you have a lot of those. So YouTube covers all of them. So, but if you want to look at YouTube is more, if you're looking to do more long minutes content, you do YouTube. Long content forms, you do YouTube, right? Because you want to do educational stuff, you want to do people training and all that. Look at YouTube. YouTube is the best platform. So you don't just gonna do, don't gonna be training people on TikTok. Want to talk on TikTok, but you should be this thing. You just what if they talk? Move, don't they come train us? They want entertainment. TikTok is entertainment. Young people, they want to buy movement. That's what works. Don't go and be teaching how to make it on TikTok. They won't even respond to it. Like I said, the short comments entertaining and all that. But what you really train people on things that matters, things that are educational, you go to YouTube. You know that. And YouTube gives you more organic people that react with your content on YouTube. They are real people. They are organic people. They are people that are these people are real. They know what's up. Like they are real people that really are consuming your content. Yeah, why yes, yeah, why they thank you. Why are they demographic? It's not good when that YouTube is your best. The organic is a different level. It takes time to break through, but people that are going to respond to that amazing people. That's the advertising and the geography is right. This video resource high level. Instagram. Which one was for Instagram? I think Instagram is more of younger people. Yes, more of younger people. Millennials, younger people who are selling products, their services. That's where most businesses have their profile. You just say go to my Instagram, that's their profile. That's where they have kept their profile. It's where you see all their work, that's their profile. So Instagram is your best bet because that's what you see all your works for young people, millennials and all that. You want to sell your services, you want to sell your products, you want people to see you in a different light. Instagram is your best bet. So it's good for e-commerce, influencers, and organic outreach. But when it comes to Instagram, that's high cost. When you want to ads, it has actually more cost here than any other ones. What about Facebook? It's also Facebook and Instagram is expensive when it comes to ads. X, I'm not very familiar with X because I think they came in after Twitter. So this Twitter now. Yeah. Now, what is the new one now? What's the new one? No, but this guy did another one now. It's Trent, yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. Trent, yeah. That's Trent. So yeah, this Twitter. These are the crazy people have. So these are the bad ones, bad ones. You say just you drag it anyway. If you want to get trending things, you go to Twitter. Once you know what's happening, what's trending, it's Twitter you get what's trending because it's spontaneous. It's trendy, it's spontaneous. A lot of young people like you want to do event, I want to create content about your event. Yeah, yes, tech people, yeah. So you have more of the tech people, educated and wealthy tech people, you find them there. You find them there, tech, you want, this Twitter is the best bet. They are crazy, but they are highly intellectual people. That's why you're not coming to Twitter, you're not coming correct, you bounce you back. So they chip your head, you cannot keep back. So because you have to come correct, Twitter, you have to come correct. Also, just make sure. So because because most of the tweets are written. So what you're writing matters. You must have the right writing skills. So discussions is good for news, discussions, humor. That's Twitter for you. It's an amazing platform, and then you can easily even go viral, even more on Twitter, because people, if they are emotionally connected to your story, they will push it and you see it trending over the time. So all that you must look at those things and then to move on. Then LinkedIn is for professionals. LinkedIn is for professionals. You want people to see you in a different light. You don't just post any kind of content on your LinkedIn account. You want to come correct as well. LinkedIn is for professionals. You want to talk about business, you want to talk about things that matters, your education, this and that. That's why my LinkedIn account, they used to lie a lot. I'm a professional with 19 years of it. They are just talking about, what they're saying is that I sell. What they're saying is that I sell educational materials. They will now package it. I sold packaging materials for the past 15 years, and then they will package everything. This is what the lies are, just to present themselves in a professional manner. You see their profile, long profiles. Not like just package all these things. So yeah, well, that's where you find professionals. You want to link in, you are doing certain business together. You want to find the right people, go to LinkedIn, go to that niche and find them, create content within them. My friend is in one of my friends is into creating content for small business owners or startups, tech startup and small business owners. So that's what he basically does. And then because he is trying to set himself in a professional manner and attract tech companies and then startups, small tech companies and all those startups, all he just did was to do an educational material for 50-day challenge for educational material, talking about his business in a professional way. For that reason alone, he was able to get deals not less than, I think, 15-20 million, because it was in the right platform. He communicated the information clearly, and the right tech company gave him over 15 million just to do some 2 videos for them. They contacted him just because of the content. It was the right channel, he said the right thing, and then because of took the space. He did himself in a professional manner. They contacted him. People contact go to millions. You must understand the space you're in.
International community will let people see your link.
Yes, before another person. That's what, yes. On LinkedIn. That's great. That's calling international inflow. They will see it. That's why you see, you're looking for if you're into freelance and all that. Is your best bet. You want to get international jobs. LinkedIn is your best bet.
What kind of content?
You can put graphics, videos, they accept it. It accepts videos, they accept graphics, they accept even text, they accept anything. But you must arrange it in such a way that it appeals to the people that are there. The tone matters. You must use professional tone. You can't use slang and discussing people in LinkedIn. It will present it will arrange your image. Your steez, you image your steez. So your steez must be on point when it comes to LinkedIn. So that is very important when it comes to LinkedIn. Of course, Twitter, young students, young people. That's where you find young people. That's why the youngest TikToker. This guy, this young boy now. This guy is chopping me. Oh, this guy. Him and Jadrolita. What's his name? Not Brain Jotter. This young boy is about 19 years old. Thank you, fella. That guy is talking anyway. And the very young boy, he's not up to 20 years now. Very young. Twitter is the one of the biggest TikToker in Nigeria. All he does is just to say rubbish English. He does all he does. Okay. He wants to say, I'm going there, and they come there. It's just like funny and incorrect English. And that is what people find it funny. And he makes, if he comes online, or does a live for maybe 5 minutes, you can make him nothing less than $3,000, $4,000 just coming online, doing a live, just being online for about a minute, because they will give him lion, give him all that and all that, and you know what, $2,000, $3,000 just coming online. So, and young people is when you find them. Several of them, Purple or something like Purple, this one, Jamalisa, Purple Speed, yeah, they are all on TikTok. If you bring it to Instagram, nobody knows them. But here in TikTok, they are the king of TikTok, because they do something that are funny, spontaneous, because that's where all the young people are Gen Z, and that's why TikTok Studio or TikTok, this TikTok Studio, TikTok what? Say again. Not very. It's called, I think, TikTok Marketplace or something like that. It's actually one of the fastest growing now. When it comes to selling of your product, it's one of the fastest. When it comes to TikTok, you can sell more. They create it amazing. I think TikTok, I can't remember now. But yes, TikTok amazing. Amazing, like you can quickly grow fast. That's that organic reach quickly. I've seen a lot of people scale up using TikTok. Yeah, so TikTok is also very good. Now, I don't know much about Snapchat. I think for ladies. And I see them doing all this. All right, that's Snapchat anyway. But it's completely for the females, because that's not a filter for girls. Guys use it.
Yes.
Those guys, I don't see them using it. It's only for females apps I see them, because they have a lot of filtered apps that make them look really beautiful and all that and everything, you know. So Snapchat works all those for us. I've never had a Snapchat account. But yeah, it works for certain people. I don't even know how it works. But I'm not actually, I know the young people, maybe somebody does. We have a Snapchat account here. Maybe you can help us. I don't do it and all that. So basically, yeah, but it works, that's their own market and all that. So you must understand which one works, Facebook, YouTube. So now next week now, we'll now be focusing on social media. And if you look at all these things, which kind of content works for them, what's the size, how do we design engaging content for them? That's what we'll be doing next week. Because that's the topic for next week. We'll focus mainly on social media and then see how do we create engaging content for social media. These are the platforms to be looking at. So yeah, 7 years. So that's the content we're looking at, and then we see how it works. So that's basically about social media marketing tools. All right. So these are the things that we must, I think I have 5 minutes more. Okay, these are the things that we must look at. So, okay, these are like activities. Choose 2 platforms, design a quick content idea for each, share a reason. Okay. Okay. All right, so these are just like a close-up, takeaways. Okay. So just to recap, a quick recap. Next week we'll now move to social media, right? And I don't want you to miss it, because there will be a follow-up of this. Don't forget that what we're looking at is, they say I should not move too far. My leg will be here. So, so like I said, we're looking at creating engaging content for your social media, for infographics, and then for your email campaigns and all that. So we'll be looking at those things. But for next week, it's majorly for social media. The one after it is for infographics, and the next to it is email campaigns. Because these are the things that you must know how to communicate through it. And then I've talked about when you want to content, emotional connection is very important. You must know how to build emotional connection with people and by so, because even sometimes you use AI, you use AI to create content a lot, but you must understand that AI, you're not communicating to AI, you're communicating to human beings. That's why sometimes when people say AI will take away my job, AI will not take it. Your job involves human connection, it cannot take your job. Because AI will write some things and you give you a headache. It's nice though, but it lacks that emotional connection. It's not communicating with you. The English are nice, you compose it, you structure it properly, but you not see that connection there. It's lacking. Okay. Okay. Yes.
So people thought it was real. They
Yeah.
said the woman, they asked me to go straight to story, and
Yes.
then she fertility was a fertility job.
Okay.
And then somebody said this AI is not real.
Yeah.
Everybody started teaching video.
Wow.
So nonsense. So the one that said they should have just come till they are teaching us or not. People started teaching
Dishing in the video.
because it was not real.
Real, yeah. Because people want something organic. So my brother was writing a script because a film producer was writing a script. So he didn't have time to really write the script. And then now told AI, please let me write this script and send to these people. So the AI wrote the script, they just arranged it small. He sent it to those people rejected. He said, Organo, do you write this script? There's no human connection in this thing. We're not feeling the thought. Like somebody will write and understand that, okay, they didn't feel it. So you must understand that when it comes to content, you must build emotional connection. Emotional connection is very important. And that's what you should take home when you're writing and playing the content. And that's the end of the class for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. All right. All right. Okay.